Good morning, movers. Welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. It's Tracy Steen. This beginner workout, we're focusing all on your lower body. All right, it's going to be knee friendly, so no squats or lunges. We'll be doing some exercises standing and some down on the ground. Grab a variety of dumbbells for the workout today. Just light ones should be fine. And we'll start you with a warm up and end with a cool down. The format will be 40 seconds of work with 15 seconds in between, and we'll hit everything for 2 rounds. If you're looking for a program for this holiday season, something where you have a little bit shorter workouts, but a nice cohesive schedule, click or tap the card at the top of the screen and download our Holiday Hustle Challenge. All right, are you ready to move daily? Let's do it. Okay, strength training is on my watch here. Let's warm things up. Let's start with some high knees. Just warm up those hip flexors right here. And out to the side. And heel digs here. Ten more. And butt kicks here. Ten more. Nice, and stay wide in your stance. Hands are up and we're gonna bend over and touch hand to toe. Alternating sides here. Good, a little side to side lunge. Just reach your hips back. Just a gentle side to side, lengthening that inner thigh a little bit here. One more here. And come up to the center, up to the tiptoes for some calf raises. Two more. And a nice little low kick here, same side for 10. And switching legs. Very nice, and finishing off with our hip opener here. Okay, there's the first set of exercises. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna start with just a light weight. I'm just gonna hold a 3-pound dumbbell here. And we're gonna do an alternating high knee. A little slower, focusing on that hip flexor there, shoulders back, nice and tall. So we lift and crunch just there. Now, if it's too much for you to lift your hands over your head with a dumbbell, you can hold your hands right here, that's fine. Just try to get that knee up. Okay, a little activation on the glute, of course. And that hip flexor is working as well as your quad. setting the weight down. We're moving to some leg extensions. Hold on to something for balance. Your stationary leg, knee is soft, foot is flexed, and we're kicking back behind us. I'll call half and we'll switch sides. So we kick. Again, slight forward lean, but back is nice and flat. We're just kicking that leg up, squeezing your glute. Of course, you'll feel this in your stationary leg as well, as it is holding an isometric contraction. Great for muscle development as well. Switch legs and kick. All right, we're making our way down to the ground right here, into that fire hydrant, so you're on all fours, super flat back. We're lifting leg up to the side. Again, I'll call half and we'll switch. Flat back, and we lift and lift. All right, working that glute medius, so just on top of the butt cheek in essence. Try not to lean over while you do this. All right, switch sides. Okay, a little burn already. Doesn't take much with these little smaller muscle groups. Let's make our way back up to standing. All right, I'm gonna grab my dumbbell again for that alternating high knee. Reaching up, alternating sides, and we work. Into your leg extension. Balancing on something, engage that core. Soften the knee and flex the foot here. I'll call half. Three, two, one. Switch sides and lift. And let's make our way down to the ground one more time for your fire hydrant. You will stay down here for the next circuit as well. Okay, back is flat. Out to the side and we lift. Switch sides. You're gonna come to seated here. All right, small movement, but this one burns. Okay, sit in this bear position. You're gonna go knee, ankle, kick. All right, knee, ankle, kick. Here we go. Knee, ankle, kick. Knee, ankle, kick. All right, seems like the tiniest little movement, but again, really great for hip flexor, Inner thigh is activated and a little bit of glute here as well. All right, switch sides. Knee, ankle, kick. Good. So that foot is flexed. So we're targeting a little bit of the inner thigh as we lift it up. We'll do some additional inner thigh down here as well. Very nice. All right, just roll to your side. Foot is flexed. We're gonna do that inner thigh leg lift right here. I'll call half and we'll switch. Okay, foot faces the ceiling and lift right here, up and up. All right, just little movements here, but enough to target that inner thigh muscle. Four, three, two, and switching sides. Just roll to the other hip. Foot is flexed and lift. That's it. And going into your frog glute thrust. So feet together, let's let those knees gently fall out to the side. We're going to thrust the hips up, pause at the top, and drop. Ready? Here we go. So up, pause, and drop. Up, pause, and drop. Now, what you don't want to do at the top of this contraction is arch the back. Instead, think of tucking the pelvis under slightly, squeezing the glutes. All right, try to keep those feet together and the knees are open. Okay, come back to seated, and we're back to your knee, ankle, kick out. Okay, sitting tall, hands are behind you. I'll call half and we'll switch. So knee, ankle, kick, up and kick, good. And switch your leg, knee, ankle, kick. Very good. Moving into your inner thigh leg lift. So just line up on your elbow here, foot is flexed, and we're doing that little lift. We're gonna do a full 40 seconds per leg here. All right, let's go. If you need to rest in between, just drop your leg to the ground, take a few seconds. I just wanna challenge that muscle a little bit more with a full 40 here. All right, stay with me on this side. Now we're feeling it. I wasn't at 20 seconds, but at 30 seconds, I'm like, yep, there it is. Stay with me, 5 seconds. Okay, yeah, there we go. Switch sides. Okay, and just give that a little stretch on the side. All right, foot is flexed and lift right here. And we're up. Good, stay with me. Got about 20 more seconds on this side. Good burn, almost there. And let's move into the frog glute thrust. So on your back, feet together or heels together, nice and close to the bottom, and then your little paws at the top of your glute thrust, squeeze your glutes. And we lift and drop. All right, give those knees a little hug right here. Gently make your way up to standing. Grab some water if you need. And there's the next circuit. Okay, with or without a weight, I'm going to take a 5-pound dumbbell and tuck it behind my knee. We're going to do a lateral or abduction lift here, but of course you can just lift out to the side without a dumbbell if you wish. Here we go, we lift. I'll call half and we'll switch. Just that little abduction. Like I said, a nice light weight, but if you don't feel confident holding the weight behind your knee there, that's fine. Ankle weights would work here too, but no time to put them on. All right, switching sides. Tuck it back and lift right here. Without a weight, your knee is just bent, you're abducting, targeting that outer area here. Let's set that weight down and moving into a front kick. Okay, so we'll do one elbow to knee, one front kick. Again, a little bit of quad here, alternating sides. So your elbow to knee and switch here. Can't get your leg up that high, just a little kick there is fine. Undone shoelace of mine there. Of course, in the middle of the workout, has to happen. All right, moving into your side-to-side tap and back tap. You're gonna drop a little lower here. We're gonna tap side to side, activating glutes, and then we'll tap front and back. So we tap and tap. Now, you could totally stay up tall here as well. If you can get a little lower, feel free. Whatever feels good for your knees is good. Try to keep the torso totally still, facing front. All right, back taps here. Round two, back to your abduction, standing abduction with or without a weight. Tuck that behind the knee, make sure you have a good handle on that, and lifting to the side. And switching legs. That's good. Definitely feel that one in the glute cheeks. Okay. Elbow to knee, hand to toe with your kicks. Nice and tall. Alternating sides there. Here we go. Elbow to knee, hand to toe, switch. Okay, and into your side to side tap, front and back tap, I'll call half, and we'll switch. Okay, lower position if you can, back is flat, tap, and here, that's it. Activating glutes here while we hold this lower position. Three, 2, 1, take it back and front. Let's go. Shake that out, grab a sip if you need. Check out the next circuit. All right, we're going to kick the heart rate a little bit with our cross jab, 4 high knees as we turn sides, cross jab. All right, cross jab, here we go. And we're cross jab, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, taking it to the ground, I'm going to grab maybe a 12-pound dumbbell. We're going to go back into the glute thrust. This time, feet are shoulder width apart. Weight is on the pelvis, and glute thrust up and down. So we're up and down. Good. So a bit different than when our feet are together. Okay, typically we can lift a little bit heavier in this position here. I still want you to think of squeezing the glutes at the top there. That's it. Stay down here for your donkey kick. Over to set those weights down, or that weight up to hands and knees. I'll call half on this one. Foot is flexed and we're pressing to the ceiling. Don't arch the back. Nice flat back. Here we go. So we lift and lift just right there. Three, 2, 1, and switch your leg up. Foot is flexed, back is flat. We're going to add one more exercise onto this circuit here with our calf raise. All right, up to the tiptoes, stay tall, go up as high as you can. Try to pause up there as well. So we're tiptoe all the way up, good. Now, if you want to hold dumbbells on this one and make the tension a little greater, I'm gonna do that on our last round. You can feel free or just do body weight like this. Like you're reaching up to grab something from the top shelf. Up on those tiptoes. Back to our jab, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4 high knees. Okay, make sure your dumbbell's not in your way here. Stay tall and core engaged, and we're jab, cross, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down to the ground, into your glute thrust. I'll stick with the 12-pound dumbbell on the pelvis. Slight pause at the top, and feet are nice and close to your bottom. Squeeze those glutes, and you're up 1,000 drop. Up 1,000 drop. Okay, into your donkey kick. I'll call half again. Okay, super flat back. Core is engaged here as well. Don't let the back sag. Push and push. Just a little movement. We don't want the back to drop into that low arched position when you lift. Switch legs. Just a little pulse and pulse. And let's make our way to standing for our last calf raise. I'm just gonna hold some heavier weights here, some 12s. You can do it without weights. All right, tiptoes, and we're up and down. It's like holding a suitcase here. 24-pound suitcase. It's good to have those functional exercises in place. Things that the muscles are having to do every day anyway. Stepping upstairs requires a strong calf. Stepping downstairs, of course, is also important. All right, last 10 seconds. Good, even pausing longer at the top if you want. Whew, now I feel it. Last 3, 2, 1 and done. You've moved daily in your leg workout. Knee friendly, no squats, no lunges. Hopefully you were able to do most of that with me. Thanks for joining. Join for a stretch if you can. Let's stay down on the ground for our stretch. Let's go into a glute stretch where you're crossing that leg over, drawing that toward you to increase that stretch in your glute. You can even add a little torso twist here. How much stretching, lengthening do you do? Some people don't need as much as others, for sure. Some people have a good amount of flexibility, and lengthening those muscles even more might not be as wise, right? It's not like we can overstretch, so we definitely don't want that, or we can be over flexible where now our muscles aren't holding those ligaments and joints right in place. So it's important, if you're tight, then that's when you want to really pay attention to mobility and stretches on a regular basis. But if you're pretty flexible already, you're not going to need it probably as much, maybe after a specific workout, but not a regular protocol maybe as much. Mobility, however, is a bit different than flexibility, okay? Mobility is that full range of motion actions that are important. And as I mentioned during our little calf raise there, excuse me, I was thinking of how we step up and down stairs, and how a lot of seniors, or as people age, they could tend to turn their feet sideways, walk up or down the stairs sideways, because they don't have the flexibility in their Achilles heel to step front with that full range of motion of the ankle. So it's a good sign that it might be something to pay attention to and work on your ankle mobility there. Shoulder mobility is another thing that's really important to work on. Excuse me. Thoracic spine, ankle mobility, back mobility, right? Hip mobility, of course, is really important as well. So I'm going to show you, we'll end here with just a nice little quick hip rotation that I love to incorporate regularly, as I think is just so important to get that ball and socket warmed, and then of course just to keep it flexible. So it's called that 90-90 stretch. Back legs at 90 degrees, front is at 90 degrees, hands are behind you, and we're going to rotate that. So you can even increase that rotation by twisting the torso, okay, and twisting the torso. Oh, it feels so good. Are you able to get both legs on the ground when you're doing this? If not, this might be a functional mobility exercise that you add in regularly so that you can get to a point where you can hit this 90-90. Let's stay at this one side here, and we'll hinge forward to the lead leg, just stretching that glute. And then you're going to come up to seated, turn toward that trail leg, okay? And you're going to feel that tightness right in there. If you're super tight, you're not going to be able to come to that front position. Let's switch sides, nice and tall, and you're hinging toward that front leg. Just stretching that glute nicely. And then up you come, hands on the chest, and turn toward the trail leg. Again, thoracic spine mobility here. Do you have it available to you? Another one here too is hands behind the back. Let those legs fall into, well, either a bear position or a birthing position. It's called both. Just let those legs fall open, right? And stretching in through the inner thighs is a good one. And I'll show you one last one that might be hard on some of your knees, so just observe first and then you can see if you can do it. But we're in a kneeling position here. And with hands on the hips, we're going to take one leg and do a nice forward lean, and then out to the side and stretching that inner thigh. Again, right forward and inner thigh. Make sure you don't drop too deep in that side stretch. That inner thigh is tender, isn't it? Switching sides, leaning and stretching. Nice. You can go slow, but this might be something that you incorporate regularly until you feel like you have some good hip mobility. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining, everyone. As always, go move daily in your fitness, wellness, and nutrition, and I'll see ya in the next workout.